So the time has almost come again to say goodbye to many friends. Preparation is almost through, and so I say adieu. Burning Man preparations are almost complete. 3 more things to test, the trailer to pick up. All in all, I'm pretty much done and ready to go. Just a matter of time at this point. My mind hums. I cannot sleep. The promise of being home so soon just doesn't, For those of you who have been there, then you know what I mean. It's hard to put into words, so I'll share with you a story to help you understand. I did a paint job for someone last year. A very peculiar person, I have to say. This girl comes in and asks for a paint job. Her skin has been scarred and burnt away. Welts and bruises and pocks where a fresh once was. She asks me to make her feel better, in a way. She simply asks for a paint job. I look at her and I have no idea where to begin, but I see a bellhop in my mind. And so I mix my paint up and I sit down and I begin to paint her. And first I do this mini sort of vest covering from the bottom of her breast to the back of her shoulder blade in a purple, and then I add some silver stars. And while I'm mixing up the next of the paint, I had this moment of inspiration where I put a black star upon the back of her neck and the black spinal cord down her back. Actually wait, the black star is what I did last. Oh man, a year away. A year gone by. No, I did the spine first, and then I sent her over to the mirror. And when she turned around and came back, her face had changed. She had changed entirely. It's quite an amazing sight, I have to admit. There was this girl who moments before had been this quiet shell of a human being. And then in that moment when she turned around and her face lit up, and she smiled at me and walked back over, I put a black star on the back of her neck and said that everything that had happened in her past was now behind her, and that she had no reason to dwell upon it anymore. What was interesting is a day later, a woman came to me and asked me to paint her at 8 AM. This is when we started painting people. And she specifically asked for me, and I hadn't even got up really. And she waited for me to come in. About 8:30 I strolled into the paint area, and I was told that there was someone waiting to see me. And I met her. I vaguely remember seeing her the day before. Her kids were in there being painted across the way from me. And I just vaguely remember seeing her. And she asked me to paint her, so I'm like, okay. And I look at this woman, and she's not a small woman by any stretch of the imagination. She's actually quite a large woman. And she asks for butterflies. And I'm sitting there going, butterflies on a body like that? Oh man, this is going to be a painful day. So I had this moment of inspiration where I decided to paint her blue, and then paint clouds upon her, and then paint the butterflies upon the clouds and sky background. And while I'm doing this, she tells me the story of this girl and how much the paint job had impacted upon her, and that she had gone from this person who was not sure of who they were and where they belonged in the world, to this person who was open and free and enjoying and embracing life again. My Burning Man belongs to that person. Truly it does. I went there and I painted and I did my thing. But that was the moment in which Burning Man truly meant something for me personally. To that person, if you ever see this video, I thank you. to everyone else who ever watches it, know that ultimately my adventure and my journey, my travel, belonged to one paint job on one person that simply helped to change their life. Maybe it was only for a moment, but in that moment they were alive again. Was it my paint job that did it? Not really. It was their own choice with the paint upon them to change. But it was humbling, to say the least, to be a minor part of that experience for that person. So good luck to you wherever you are. You know who you are. You and your pair of little stuffed animals. Take care.